Boss, you are not going to believe it. People are making money like crazy in a very important business opportunity here. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. So I want to speak to you about how to start Hotshot trucking without a CDL. How do you start a profitable enterprise and haul very lucrative non-CDL hotshot loads? This is what we're going to talk about. So if this sounds like music to your ears, I want you to stick around till the end of today's conversation. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great and blessed as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, boss, I want to speak to you about a very important business opportunity. People are making money like crazy. We are going to speak about how to start hotshot trucking without a CDL. Okay, so how do you start a very lucrative enterprise and haul profitable non-CDL hotshot loads? So here are the steps on the screen, boss. I want you to pay attention now. Step number one, you want to know the sector. What are we talking about? What is a hotshot business? Let's everybody be on the same page here so there is no confusion. Okay, so hotshot business 101. A hotshot trucking business is a business where you haul smaller loads. We're talking about LTL, less than truckload. They are often critical and time sensitive. For example, when construction companies need something urgently, that is, let's say a piece of equipment. If a piece of equipment broke down, they need to replace it. A hotshot trucker gets the job done quickly and, most importantly, on short notice. Okay, so these types of loads can provide some nice opportunity in terms of making extra cash for the truck owner, operator, or trucking business owner. So hotshot truckers deliver a wide range of cargo. We are speaking about refrigerated items, for example, manufacturing cargo, agricultural and construction equipment and materials, and much more. So, boss, you can see here there is a large constellation of business opportunities. So the money is there. There are a lot of opportunities, okay? Hotshot drivers typically operate heavy-duty pickup trucks with trailers, but they can also drive larger vehicles. That being said, Class 8 semis are rare for hotshot loads, and these vehicles are usually reserved for large, long-distance loads, okay? So why do you need a CDL and why does it matter? Well, it depends on federal guidelines, depending on the weight of the car of the vehicle you're driving. So, for example, we have a restriction above 10,000 pounds, okay, or whichever is greater. So it's important to also pay attention to state regulations because those regulations change, okay. But the CDL applies to the weight, but applies to the material you are hauling. So, for example, if you're hauling a hazmat material, you might be required to have a CDL, or if you have a interstate, okay, when you have a interstate, or depending on the distance also, we have an entire show that is in preparation about the CDL requirements, so we're not going to spend a lot of time here. But what I'm trying to say here is that there are instances where hotshot trucking requires a CDL. But in today's conversation, what are we talking about? We are focusing on this hotshot trucking where there is no CDL required, okay? Very important. So when I ask you what is non-CDL hotshot trucking, you already understand what the hotshot trucking is, right? So you just have to think about an opportunity, a business opportunity where there's no CDL required, okay? So the thing here is that if you don't have a CDL, you are stuck hauling smaller local freight, and it will be more challenging to grow your business and ultimately harder to make more money. However, the business is there. If you really are able to network, if you're able to see the right opportunities, if you're able to be at the right time, at the right moment and promote your business, you can still make a lot of bread. You can still make a lot of cash. Totally possible, okay? So non-CDL hotshot trucking means you are hauling smaller local freight. That's the difference. You're not going to haul any freight above 26,000 pounds, okay? You're not going to haul any freight that revolves around hazmat products, okay? But again, the opportunity is there if you know how to position yourself. Step number two, you want to niche down. Oh, boss, this is very important. This is what I was talking about earlier, right? So when I say you have to position yourself, this is what I'm talking about. You need to niche down. What does it mean? What does it? Let's just clarify that. Well, a niche is basically a sector where you have a competitive advantage, boss. See, the thing here is that when we talk about hotshot trucking in general, you have lots of opportunities, right? Not only intrastate, but also interstate. So intra and inter. However, when we talk about non-CDL hotshot trucking, the opportunities are reduced, but there are still opportunities. So you want to niche down. So you want to establish a niche. What are we talking about? What is your sector, boss? Talk to me. Which sector do you have skills? Which sector in which do you have skills? Which sector do you have, let's say, a large professional network? You know people. You know things that happen. So, for example, you can choose to focus on food and meals. You can choose to focus on clothing and retail. You can choose to haul alcohol. Everybody knows there are parties going on in town all the time. So when we speak about local small freight, alcohol is a great business opportunities for hotshot trucking. Think about flowers. Think about pharmaceuticals. Think about being a courier. Think about documents, essential items pickup. Think about a lab. Think about hospitals. See the whole thing. Think about construction. Think about engineering. Think about infrastructure. So like those companies that build highways and roads. Okay. So the opportunities there. It's all about you niching down. Very important. Okay. Big decision time, boss. Big decision time. And I want you to listen to me. I want you to answer me right now. How do you choose your niche? How do you actually make sure that you are having the right niche for you? Well, I want you to do your market research. I want you to identify problems or gaps in the marketplace. Where are you adding value, boss? Where are you adding value? You want to create different customer avatars, what we call in our research, customer avatars. So you want to have a clear idea about the kind of customers you want to go after, okay? So what kind of companies are you going after? What kind of industry is it? What kind of loads will you be hauling? Those are really important things. And you want to talk to potential customers. You want to get your ass out there and speak to people. It's not just about always sitting in your hotshot truck and just wait for business to come. No, you got to get out there and actually talk to people. You want to shake hands. You want to have conversations. You want to know what's really happening. So see, if you are in the heart of action, you hear everything. You get intel about what goes on in the market. You deliver one load, okay, and then you get your next load, and over and over and over. That's how you build business, boss, okay? And please choose your customer niche carefully. The third thing I want you to do, so boss, we are still having a conversation about what? Hotshot trucking non-CDL. I explained what it means to you. I told you to niche down. Okay, again, we are speaking about hotshot non-CDL trucking. So we are speaking about local, smaller loads, but very profitable ones. Okay. So you want to get legit. That's the third step. You want to get legit. When we talk about getting legit, this is so important, okay? You want to plan your business. Getting legit, start with planning your business. You want to have a clear idea of your startup and ongoing cost. Who is your target market? In other words, who is your niche? How much can you charge customers? What will you name your business? This is important. You just don't get in the market and start randomly, thinking about, how much am I going to charge, whatever. No, you have those discussions in your head or with your team beforehand. So you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into and how much you're going to charge for whatever you're getting yourself into. Okay. And you got to think about the costs that are involved in opening a hotshot trucking non-CDL. We have those costs. We can actually show them to you. If you are interested, just drop us comments, just drop us a question below, and we'll be very, very happy to answer you. Okay. Very important. Another thing I want you to really think about, you have to plan your business. You have to form a legal entity. Boss, very important. So when we talk about legal entity, you want to think about a business structure for your hotshot non-CDL trucking business. Are you going to be a sole proprietorship? Are you going to be a partnership? Are you going to be an LLC or a corporation? It really depends on you. So establishing a legal business entity such as an LLC or a corporation protects you from being held personally liable if your hotshot non-CDL trucking business is sued. Okay, so I'm not a lawyer and I don't provide legal advice, but we can say based on our experience working with hundreds of delivery businesses. Okay, we've been in this industry for 30 years now. We think that you want to go for an LLC, an S corp or C corp. Okay, and don't forget to register for taxes. I'm talking about taxes at the local level, but also taxes at the business level, at the federal level. So local level and federal levels, local, state, and federal levels. Okay. You want to also open a business bank account and credit card. Okay. You also want to set up business accounting. Very important. You want to obtain the necessary permits and licenses. Okay. You want to obtain business insurance. Very important. And we also want to pay attention to defining your brand, boss. This is important because remember, you have a Hotshot non-CDL trucking business, and what is your brand? What differentiates you from Joe Blow or John Doe or Jane Doe? Okay, create your business websites if you have an opportunity to do so. It doesn't cost a lot of money, okay? And you want to set up your business phone system, so it's very, very important. Step number 4, boss. I want you to get vehicles. Obviously, when we talk about hotshot trucking non-CDL, you got to have the right truck, right? So you want to acquire hotshot vehicles. It can be 1, it can be 2, depending on the size of your operation and the ambition you have, okay? It's really important to understand that you want to pick a hotshot truck that suits your goal and also maximizes your ability for cargo. And the thing here is that it depends on the niche you have chosen. It depends on the kind of loads you'll be hauling, okay? So the question is, should you lease or buy hotshot trucks? It really depends. It really depends if you have the financial power, if you have the financial wherewithal, if you have the money. Some people say, well, and if you believe that you want to be in the hotshot business hotshot truck business for a long time, it's better to buy. Based on our experience, and again, we have been doing this for 30 years now. We have been advising hundreds of clients, of business clients. We believe it's better to lease, at least to start. And when you have a clear idea what you want to do in this industry, you can choose to actually convert your leased vehicle into a purchase. This is totally possible, okay? Or you can actually buy a vehicle outright later on when you have made enough money in the industry. But when you start, we believe, again, this is based on our experience and what we have seen in this industry, it's better to lease your hotshot truck, okay? And there are a lot of advantages why this is better. It's more affordable and better profits for your business. There are no depreciation costs. Okay, you have less maintenance and repair costs because the hotshot lessor, the truck lessor, takes care of those maintenance costs and those repair costs, which can eat into your profit if you don't manage your hotshot truck properly. And leasing relieves you of issues linked with vehicle ownership. You have more flexibility. This is very important. You have 24/7 emergency roadside breakdown assistance. Okay, those are really important. So the bottom line here is what you have to think about: what really works for you. Again, if you have the financial the financial stability needed for that, you can go ahead and especially if you believe you are going to be in this industry for a long time, then go ahead and buy your hotshot truck. However, it's always better, based on our experience, to lease, at least when you start, so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into. Step number 5. Let's talk about insurance. You want to have insurance, boss. This is really important. You want to have adequate insurance, because when we talk about your hotshot non-CDL trucking, well, the kind of loads you'll be hauling, and especially because you'll be doing loads, you'll be doing local loads. Okay, it's important to have insurance, and it's important to also protect yourselves, but also your hotshot trucking business, but also anybody that you might get into trouble with. I mean, quote unquote trouble. So when we talk about that, we are speaking about what? We are speaking about having coverage needed for bodily injury liability and property damage liability. Those are important, okay? So going without auto liability coverage can result in penalties from your state and a possible loss of driving privileges. It also leaves you vulnerable to tremendous financial losses if you are involved in an accident. So boss, never underestimate the importance of having proper insurance for your hotshot non-CDL trucking. or I mean hotshot trucking in general, trucking business. Okay, so those are really important. So when we talk about insurance, what are we talking about? We're talking about commercial auto insurance. Okay, we are talking about hired and non-owned auto insurance. We are speaking about the fact that commercial auto insurance, it doesn't cost that much. People think, oh, I'm just going to pay a lot of money, whatever. It's worth it, boss. It's really worth it. If you are listening to me right now and you are considering if you're considering having a hotshot non-CDL trucking business, I want you to pay attention to insurance. Okay, so because insurance generally depends on a number of factors, including the number of vehicles, the vehicle type and value, the level of risk involved in your hotshot non-CDL trucking business, your claims history, your employee driving records. Okay, and so, but it's not really that much. But you have to understand, you need to have general liability insurance, commercial property insurance, business owner's policy, workers' compensation. Those are quintessential. Don't play with them, especially workers' compensation. This covers the medical cost and lost wages for those dealing with a work-related injury or illness. So it doesn't matter if you are owner operator or you operate a large fleet of hotshot non-CDL trucking businesses or trucking vehicles. Okay, trucking vehicles, trucks. So hotshot non-CDL trucks. Okay, so this is really important. And one thing I also want to say is that even if you are self-employed and you don't have employees, you are not required to purchase workers' compensation insurance. But many people do because, again, you can do this to either fulfill a contract or for the financial protection it provides. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. In today's conversation, we are concerning ourselves with hotshot non-CDL trucking business. How do you make money? There are lots of opportunities in this industry right now. People are making money like crazy, and we are just trying to find out how you can also take part of this bonanza, boss. Okay, so step number 6, you want to promote. Again, let's just first the recap here. I told you the importance of knowing the sector, how to niche down, how to get your business legit, okay, how to make your business legit, how to get the kind of hotshot truck that you need, how to get insured. Now I want to talk to you about promotion. Very important. We want to speak about marketing and advertising. This is important. See, a lot of people who are getting into the delivery business in general or the hotshot trucking business in general, they just believe, you just want to sit on your ass in your truck all day long and business will come. No, you got to work for it at first. You have to get out there, get your ass out there and really meet people and actually do some kind of promotion. It's important because this is a very competitive industry. A lot of people are seeing the opportunities. They're getting to the market. So how do you differentiate yourself, boss? How do you actually make sure that you add value? How do you make sure that you actually put yourself in a specific niche so you make that bread, you make that money over and over and over, in and out, day in, day out? This is important. So when we talk about marketing, what are we talking about? You can actually advertise your business on your website. We strongly, and I really want to insist on the word strongly here. We advise you to create a website. It doesn't cost much. $50, $100, you get it done. Okay, you go on Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal, those are freelancer website. They will set it up. They'll set things up for you. But this is because it is a great window into your business, and potential clients can actually go to your website. Okay, so when we talk about you want to promote, you want to actually do promotion on your website. You want to add common search terms. You want to claim your listings with Google Business, Google Local Business. You want to think about email marketing. You want to ask for referrals and reviews. You want to create newsletters. Okay. If you have more questions about this, please drop us comments below. Questions below will certainly answer you. We have done extensive research about this. Okay. And don't forget social media. You got to have social media strategies. Okay. You want to start or polish up your Facebook business page. You want to invest in Facebook ads. Okay. And you want to also so the whole thing here is what? It's all about getting started with transportation marketing, with marketing your hotshot non-CDL trucking business. Very important, boss. in today's conversation, to close today's conversation, and this is step number 7. Again, we are speaking about how to actually make money in the hotshot non-CDL trucking industry here. Okay, you want to join boards. Oh yeah, there's a lot of cash to be done to actually, there are a lot of profitable loads to find there. Okay, and remember, you got to have a non-CDL hotshot load board strategy that works for you. You got to have a formula. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, you got to choose from 2 categories of load boards. What are we talking about? We're speaking about paid load boards. So you have paid hotshot load boards, and you have free hotshot paid. So you have paid hotshot load boards. That's number 1, and number 2, you have free hotshot load boards. Okay, the question is how. First of all, what are your resources? And number 2, what kind of loads are you going after? Basically, in life and in hotshot trucking business, if you pay for something, you get better quality. That's it is what it is. Okay, but so you got to really have a clear idea of what you really want for your hotshot non-CDL trucking business. So let's just acquaint you with the paid hotshot load board. So you have here this is our top recommendation here. So when it comes to load boards, that is clearly a market leader with nearly 1 million loads posted daily. That's daily, and including tons of hotshot truck loads as well, and including non-CDL hotshot truck loads. Okay, so with that, you have that Trucker's Edge. You also have other plans. You also have Truck Stop. This is another load board that's also in the paid category. You have 123 load board also. So this is another fairly well-known player in the industry. Okay, so they are a general load board but offer hotshot loads on their platform. So that's for paid load boards. You also have the free hotshot load boards. You have Trucker Path. So this is an interesting option if you're interested. So you might want to check it out. So Trucker Path. You might want to check out Shipley. So Shipley is another free load board that you can access. And every now and then they actually feature hotshot loads. Okay. You have UShip, which is another player also that's really interesting. So UShip is kind of cool also. And you have Freight Star. So Freight Star is a free hotshot load board that has some interesting features. So go check them out. You have Freight Finder. This is also great. They are free, and we love the fact that they are straightforward. The platform appears to be a bit more straightforward, and there are no frills. And you have Free Freight Search. That's another load board that you might actually love. So go check them out. Okay. So this is it. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless you. So to recap today's conversation, I just spoke to you about how to start a non-CDL hotshot trucking business. I explained to you the importance of knowing the sector, of niching down, of getting legit, of acquiring the type of a hotshot truck vehicle or the hotshot trucks that you need to get insured, to promote your business, and to join load boards. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.